All right. Welcome to the Man on Fire Moto podcast. I'm joined today with Terra. Are you the director or the owner?
The owner.
Awesome.
Owner of Motorcycle Training Inc.
All right. I like to do icebreakers. We do those in Idaho Star Training. Kind of gets the flow going and everybody feels pretty good. So I got 4 questions I'll ask you. And then you can elaborate on them as much as you want. For the first one, you just want to give us a short bio of your own words, who you are, and what's first brought you to the world of motorcycles.
Okay. I'm Terra. I'm the owner and operator of Motorcycle Training Inc. over in Richland, Washington. My first motorcycling experience would be my dad just bringing home motorcycles. My dad was a mechanic, so we always had broken stuff that he would fix, and we would break and he would fix. I can remember, because I'm the youngest of 6 kids, but my brothers would push the motorcycles up the hill. The engines wouldn't even be working so that we could ride them down, and they would always push them up for me. So that was pretty nice.
Good to have good brothers.
Yeah, it's nice to be the baby.
Yeah.
But I think I really got into motorcycling. My oldest brother, he put me on a dirt bike in his field, and they had it set up just for a dirt bike. And he had a big one. I couldn't even touch the ground. And I wrecked. And I hurt my hand. And he was like up by the house, and I pushed that motorcycle over to him. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I hurt myself." And he said, "Get back on that motorcycle or I'm never going to let you ride it again." And I said, "Okay." So I got back on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have pushy brothers.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then what kind of riding do you enjoy most, and what keeps pulling you back into it?
What do I enjoy most? I love training. I like to do all the training. I think it's fun to push yourself on your motorcycle and learn how to control it better. But I also love just jumping on my bike, meeting up with a friend or two, and finding some good food.
That's
That's
always
my
a fun
favorite.
time.
Yeah.
A good ride and a cheeseburger is a pretty good day.
Yeah. I don't eat burger anymore.
Oh.
I'll take a veggie burger.
That's fair. I'll give you that. You can still get a black bean burger. They're
Yeah.
good. All right. And then if you could build your dream ride, all of it, the motorcycle, the road or country, and the people you share it with, what would that look like?
I have been looking at rides out of the country. So what I would love to do is ride with a group, strangers, friends, whoever, but just a group of motorcycle enthusiasts around Ireland.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list also.
Yeah.
We're trying to do that next year for Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Me and a couple friends we're working towards being road marshals, and that way we'll fly to Ireland and go over to Isle of Man for a couple days, work the race, and then get to experience it that way. It'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to pay for tickets, I guess. Yeah, try to work an angle. Always,
Yeah.
We're always doing.
The more motorcycling with the least amount of money.
Yeah. Get more bang for the buck. And then what's something you'd like to talk about today? Motorcycles or anything else that matters to you?
I mean, everything matters to me.
Yeah.
But we can talk about motorcycles. I would love, my life's goal owning this business is reducing the amount of fatalities on motorcycles. And that's going to take a lot of people working together and a lot of education for everybody that's on the road, not just motorcyclists.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I've started this podcast. Because I know I started riding at 3, and I didn't find out what brakes were until my 20s when I met my wife. And then
Yeah.
I wrecked everything I had. And then took my first rider course and realized how bad of a rider I was. Then became an instructor, and last few years, more training I've got, I've realized I've I've grown more as a rider in the last 5 years than I had the previous 40.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how just, even after that much experience, a couple classes, you gain a lot of knowledge.
Right.
Pretty quick.
And I like to tell, especially new riders, like anybody can go fast in a straight line. If you want to impress people, really learn how to control your bike.
Yeah. And yes, I word it a little different, but I always tell them, like, that motorcycle is designed to go upright and straight. If you're not on it, that's what it'll do. Your job is just not mess that up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then learn how to corner. It's funny, just small changes in body position and pressure and different points will make cornering a lot easier.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest, when I first started training, was I always thought just moving my eyes would help me get around the corners. Like, no, I'm looking. But then you find out pointing your chin in that direction and moving your body just a couple inches, and that corner is a lot smoother.
Yep. I just was doing the Iron Cross, and I mean, you can teach yourself, but if you have a coach's eyes on you, and they can just, sometimes it's one little tweak that you've not even thought about, and literally he said, just make that arm a little straighter and you're gonna have it. And boy, did I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty I enjoy actually working with a lot of the new instructors when they first come out of IP, because they're a lot sharper than us that's been doing it for a while. And they correct me on stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, my bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for teaching me what we taught you.
This weekend I'm going to be riding with multiple coaches that did their IPs in my school, at my school. And so it's going to be so fun to be, I feel like everybody's on equal playing field. We just have different job descriptions. But when I'm here, I'm still the boss, and it makes it kind of weird. And now this weekend, we literally are going to be equal.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to playing around with people who've like started out here, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
I think it's really important, and something for all ranges of rider coaches to understand is you have to be coachable if you're going to coach somebody.
Oh yeah.
So like you have to be able to, because everybody has different experiences. We've had brand new people come in, but their riding experience and training from either racing or all that stuff, they have insight that we just don't.
Yeah.
Because I've never learned that one little trick.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
And it's great when you can make everybody comfortable enough to be able to coach you.
Yeah.
That's what I like, is when these coaches out here, because you're right, we all have different experiences, seen different things, and they can be like, hey, Terra, try this, instead of being worried that I'm going to get upset.
Yeah. I've known, because being a rider, being an instructor in Idaho, and just being an instructor and then moving into operations, it's funny. Now they're like, oh, I'm working with somebody from the home office. It's like, it's still just me, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody I work with at the end of the class, I'm like, hey, anything I can improve on?
Yeah.
Because they may see something either all of us kind of drift or get a little lax on something. You come back. It's really helpful. Like,
it is so helpful.
Yeah, it's fun. I really enjoy it.
Me too. I love teaching too.
Yeah.
I just don't get the opportunity as much. So when I do get to teach, I'm always asking for feedback.
Yeah, I don't volunteer to teach classes anymore. It's kind of like voluntold, because we run out of instructors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, some of those busy weekends. Yeah, so you want to tell us a little more about your training programs, kind of the stuff you teach, and different aspects, all the levels?
Yeah, so we do a basic rider course, and that's for somebody who's never ridden or has very minimal even. And I've had people who come and take it who have been riding for years, but maybe their grandson wants to take it, but not by himself. And so they'll come take it, and they learn something. Everybody can take home something if they're open to the experience.
If they're willing to take that coaching.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But the basic rider course goes over everything. We start out with what the controls are, where they're located, walking the motorcycles, really digging into that friction zone because that's where most of your control comes from. All the way braking, swerving, and you learn it all within 2 days. And then you take your permit testing. If you pass all your tests, you earn your permit. And then we have an intermediate, which is kind of designed for people who maybe have ridden on the road, but if you've like ridden dirt for years and you're going to transition to street, it's for people who have some experience on motorcycles, and that is a 1-day course.
Yep. Yeah, it's because you run the MSF curriculum, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Over in Idaho, we use a different curriculum. I really like them both. I'm certified in both. Way more familiar with Idaho's than MSF's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're both really good programs.
I agree.
I always enjoy, like, you get that person who's never ridden before, and then they're so nervous on that first exercise, and then you just watch them grow.
Yes.
And then come back on day 2, and they're like, oh, all the nerves are kind of gone.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts about the whole process.
To watch, I mean, it's a huge goal, so they're terribly nervous.
Yeah.
But it's important to them. Yeah, and when you can watch them, I love it when it's smiles out there instead of nerves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then you can watch them, I don't know, it's just doing over the years, you get to where you can take in a lot more of that information. Mm-hmm. And you can just watch the shoulders drop through the day, and the arms are getting a little more bent. They're not near as straight. And
yeah.
You could they're starting to actually breathe. It's
right.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
Don't black out.
Yeah. It happens.
Oh, yeah. I always remember this 60-year-old grandma, I told her she passed. She's like, oh, can I hug you? I was like, well, yeah. She's like, they always told me I couldn't do it. And I was like, oh,
yep.
Tear, don't cry. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the most rewarding things I've done. It's fun.
I agree. And we just started some advanced classes here, which are not MSF. One of our coaches, Ben Cook, he actually wrote his own curriculum. And so I got to take his advanced class, and it was great. But the hard part about advanced classes is that people either think they're not good enough for an advanced class, or they think they're too good for an advanced class.
Yeah, and the funny thing is the ones who think they're not good enough generally are, and the ones who think they are good enough are not.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a class, it's not a test. So no matter what stage you're at, you're going to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a similar... We have the same tiers. We just call them different names.
Yeah.
But yeah, our advanced course, there's no test at the end. It's more just for experienced riders to come in and get their skills. And
yeah,
I've taught a couple of them where it's the same guy. He takes the same class at the beginning of the season every year. It's our advanced one, and I'm like, hey Steve, you're back again.
Yeah.
But he comes in, and that man rides all over the country. He's got 400,000 miles on his Road King, and but he still wants to get picked up. Yeah. He's like, I might get a bad habit or get lazy, so he wants to get trained, and it's pretty awesome to see somebody that knowledge of, okay, I still need to freshen
and committed to riding well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I remember asking him, he's like, man, I don't want to die, and like, it's dangerous out there, so
it is dangerous.
Getting that training helps. That curriculum your guy designed, what do you guys do in that? What kind of exercises do you have?
Oh gosh, I don't have the list, but I did give you a lot of footage of it. But we're doing cone weaves, faster, bigger cones. They all have
those
names.
Tall candlesticks hit those saddlebags, and you got to get a lot better.
We don't
quick.
even have those yet, and I'm still knocking them over with saddlebags. Yeah. The iron cross. And then we're doing one he called the Eliminator, which you drop in and it's like a back and forth. I mean, all of these exercises are all over the place, but they go by different names.
Yeah.
It was 8 hours. We did 8 hours. Four riders, and it was so fun. And when it's only 4 riders, it's nonstop.
Yeah, you get a lot of miles on a bike in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, your forearm pumps pretty good on that clutch hand, especially with the iron cross and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Oh yeah.
Fun to watch, fun to ride, and take breaks, go back out. So it's chill.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are really fun exercises to do.
Yeah.
It's I know during the demos, like every once in a while, like if we're doing a demo and we hit the cone, I even got an adventure bike to get the bag higher to miss the cone, but it didn't help.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always laugh it off to students like, hey, this is why we're practicing.
That's right.
None of us are perfect. You're moving a 500, well, mine's like a 500-pound machine.
Right.
You're trying to do 20 miles an hour down to nothing, turn and come back out and accelerating. It's a skill.
Yeah, it is.
And you're not going to get it right the first time.
Nope.
Sometimes not the hundredth, but it's...
Yeah, but you'll get better every time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
I do. I love it.
Yeah. We went to Team Oregon once and they were in a drag strip and we're going to do emergency braking. So we go out there and they go, we're going to start at 40 and then we're going to work up to 80. And like every instructor, all of us have been years in the game. We're like, what? 80? And the guy goes, what speed do you ride on the freeway?
Yeah.
You might want to learn how to emergency brake at that speed. We're like, oh, yeah, I got us there. So then we did the emergency brake and then did the decision maker, the swerve where the instructor, the brave soul, standing back there with some flags. That, like, work up to that. That's making your brain and everything work at that speed.
Yeah.
Is a good exercise. I wouldn't recommend it on the interstate, but on a closed drag strip's a good time.
When we were at SMSA in Colorado, did you ride that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I was out help them set it up, and
okay.
That was a good time.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
That was my first advanced training, really.
Yeah, those guys, Will Stoy, he's ex-police trainer for Idaho Star, or for Idaho State. He works for us. He's like amazing resource for the program, and just a great all-around guy.
Yeah.
Lyndon Nolan, and then Weinberg, Mark Page. Those 3 guys set that up for us, and they did a really good job. Because Colorado had a really cool setup.
It was
that police post setup.
Yeah.
It was a couple mile wrap around.
Yeah, with all the curves and all. Yeah.
Yeah, allows learning how to link corners and because that's I think what a lot of people get wrong. They'll get the first corner well, second one they might get. The third one's where it gets dicey.
Yeah.
So I mean, riders learning that linking and making your exit match your entry help a lot.
Yeah, and making the. Well, after that, you guys invited me to Idaho.
Oh yeah.
And I did the training there on the Air Force Base.
Oh, you went to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I was on the disabled list that year. I couldn't go.
Yeah. But it was so fun, and even doing the cone weave at 35, like you don't realize how much you have to hold that turn until your entire bike clears. Because you think you can just whip around them. You really can't. You've got to really get into that, I guess, a groove of.
Oh yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get that rear to track the front. You gotta get the front over far enough so it can. It's funny we do that, and then when we're training new instructors, we have to do it poorly and hit it like the rear tire, and then you're like, oh man, I forgot how to do this bad. I relearned pretty quick how to do it bad, but
right.
seems to take a lot less practice.
Have fun.
Yeah, so did you learn a lot on that day? Other than, I know we did the cone weaves. They do so much stuff on that.
I learned so much.
Yeah.
The big thing, I think, so I have the Triumph Tiger. It's a 2023. That's when I bought it. I bought it brand new. My first ever brand new rig, car, bike, first ever. And I put the guards on it. I don't touch very well, but I mean, as it is, I'm short and I want a bigger bike.
Don't feel bad. I ballerina mine also.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Right away. So we start out and we're just going to do some figure eights on the street. It's not an actual street, but dropped it. First thing, dropped it. Whew, glad that's out of the way. Nerves done. I was so nervous to ride in front of all these people. And he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, will you help me pick this up?" And I got back on my bike. And they poked some fun at me, said that was the most graceful drop they'd ever seen. And we all laughed and then moved on. And I think that was like a huge icebreaker for me.
Yeah, those
that
liars,
made a huge
they
difference.
told me the same thing. They're lying.
Yeah, but it worked.
Yeah. Yep, I do. Yeah, I've done that with a lot of students. You see them tip the bike over in the first couple of exercises, and you're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You are not the first nor the last person that's going to wreck this bike.
That's right.
It gets ridden every
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, and when you're challenging yourself, it puts you back in that student mode, so you have more empathy for these students out here on your range.
Oh yeah, and I think that's really important for instructors to do. I think
I agree.
a lot more instructors could take even curriculum. I've done it. Even curriculum I know. When that instructor is explaining it to you and you're standing there and you're like, wait, what are we supposed to do? It's
Yeah.
I think a lot more instructors should put themselves in that student mindset.
Yeah. Get out of your comfort zone. Yep. Even going to other people's ranges and doing classes that we teach here. It's a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like when I went and started learning MSF, I was already as a decent instructor for Idaho Star. I'd gotten past the first 3 years where you think you're really good and then you realize you're not, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, I'm a pretty decent rider. And then I started learning a whole other curriculum. The exercise is the same, but it teaches slightly different techniques. So you're like, oh, it's a whole nother tool chest to pull
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
It really helps.
I know. I love watching other coaches.
Yeah. Yeah. The really smooth ones are, you're like, wow, I've never seen it done that way. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I would really like to look at other curriculum. Washington State has a varied, it's good, but there are a lot of coaches who have written their own curriculum.
Oh.
So we have multiple state approved curriculums in this state. So that's pretty unique.
Oh yeah. It seems like it would be a little hard to manage, but
Yeah.
they must have to have a whole process to get everything approved. And you'd have to have that kind of check and balances to make sure somebody's not a fly by night.
Yeah, so you send it in, get it approved. And then our testing, also unique.
Yeah.
So we don't have like motorcycle tier testing, like you could test on any motorcycle and then ride any motorcycle. But what we do have is permit testing that includes both knowledge and skills. And then we have endorsement testing that includes knowledge and skills.
Oh yeah, they developed that a couple years ago, didn't they? Switch from a single test to multiple.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I believe their concept or their idea behind that was get that it's a continuing education, so they get a little time to learn, practice that, and then come back to get the full license.
So I misspoke. 2020, not 2000.
Yeah. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, I remember that presentation actually.
Yeah. So currently, I have an email out to the state. What I would like to do is set up a training program that is endorsement test specific, because our basic rider course set up pretty specific to our permit testing. But I would like to set up because what is most important for riders? I know Washington, Oregon, Idaho.
Cornering and braking?
Yep, cornering, braking, and then also swerving.
Yeah.
So there are simple things that we can teach them, like if a car stops suddenly in front of you, do you think they're going to turn right or left? You know, is it going to be safer to brake or swerve?
Yeah, and yeah, we talk about that in our curriculum, and we train the swerve. Mm-hmm. But then we also, it's like there's a brake and then swerve, and then the swerve and then brake. It's and they're different reasons for each of them, but you have to separate them because when
Yeah.
you swerve, it should be a hard, aggressive maneuver,
Right.
and you don't want to share traction on
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, we teach that at, 12 miles an hour.
Yeah,
We need to teach it at 35 miles an hour.
yeah, the speed people are going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I kind of like to figure out how. I know in our advanced classes we really reduce the class size. We drop 4 students out, so we max at 8, and then the exercises are a little longer so that they can get a little higher speed up. So we get them up to 25. You
Yeah.
know, but in a school parking lot they can get a little spooky.
Yeah.
Even, so it's fun. But yeah, it's a hard thing to practice, not in the safety of a range without
Right.
in the confines of our
Yeah.
220 by 260 size.
Yep. I have 2. So, I mean, there's been so many motorcycle crashes and deaths this year, and I feel like they're hitting closer to home this year.
Yeah.
But one of my besties and her boyfriend got in a wreck just recently, and they're recovering. And literally what happened is the car just stopped in front of them, like out of nowhere, no blinker, no nothing. And they were riding with somebody. He swerved left, they swerved right, and the car went to the right and turned right into him. So
Yeah, it's weird when you look at all the statistics and numbers. Like when people forgot how to drive during COVID, when they came back, like it's crazy. It's everybody's driving skills just seem to be
Yeah.
dropping, and it's riders and automobiles, and it's
yeah,
kind of weird to watch. Spooky.
yeah. I actually worked out here during COVID, so I was driving this 240 all the time, sometimes riding, and there was really no traffic. And then all of a sudden, when everybody had to go back to work, there was tons of traffic, and people just
Forgot how to deal
they're
with it.
more impatient. They're like trying to weave to get ahead of the pack, and yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's. I know one of our instructors is an officer, and he's like, after COVID, on Thanksgiving morning at 5 a.m., the only 2 people on the road in Boise hit each other. He's like, I don't even know how they found each other to
Right?
hit them. He's like, it was crazy. 5 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, 2 guys hit each other. Mm-hmm. It's nuts. But yeah, that's one of the things. It's really weird to watch the numbers over the last 5 years. And it's nationwide. It's not just Oregon,
Right.
Idaho, and Washington. It's nationwide. Those numbers are going up.
Yes, they are.
So that's crazy.
I know we look at statistics a lot, but statistics can be skewed easily.
Oh yeah, but like in Idaho, we've seen rider deaths keep going up, and it's really pretty bad. It's disheartening I know my director and I both sometimes just sit down like, what? When the news feeds start coming in 2 or 3 in a week, you're just like, what?
Yeah, why?
We just don't know what else we can do. Mm-hmm. We're pulling all the tricks out of the hat we can think of.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that so at my school, I require people to bring their own motorcycles for endorsement testing.
Yeah.
So any third-party testing that I do for the state, you have to bring your own motorcycle. And I don't think every school, I know not every school does that, but I feel like that's something I can do that is easy and requires them to practice
On their
these
bike.
maneuvers on their bike before they come in for testing.
Well, because there are people who want to ride a 800-pound cruiser and come and test on a XT250
Right.
and go, it's the same.
No, it's not.
You can pick one up and carry it.
Yeah, especially the cornering.
Yeah. Yeah, that dynamic is way different between the two.
Yep.
You can throw that light bike around pretty easy.
Yeah. And I have people, for example, the last test session I did, this guy brought his bike that he normally rides, and the battery died. And so another guy happened to have an extra bike in his trailer, and so he let the guy use it. Well, I said, okay, you passed your permit testing. Great. I am not going to let you test for endorsement on this bike because you're stopping for permit 12 to 18 or 15 to 18, whatever it is, scared me. So I'm not going to let you stop at 25 miles per hour on this bike. I will take my time and I will test you again, but you need to go practice on your own bike before you come back here. Which,
yeah, it's good because like you might feel the same way. It's like I'm not testing you to make you pass. I'm testing to try to not have your name in the paper.
exactly.
That's what we're really after.
And you can't just jump on from a training bike. Like anytime you switch bikes, even if they're your own, when I switch from my Triumph to my Honda, it's a different ballgame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got vintage bikes and ABS was not around, but wasn't even a concept when some of my bikes were built, you know.
Yeah.
But the technology in my new bikes, it's crazy how much they help.
Yep.
Those rider aids are really helpful. The ABSs and
Yes.
traction control. That's what surprises me, that as more as that technology is getting into those bikes, still people are messing up more. They're figuring out how to screw it up still.
Well, and you need to practice getting all the way into ABS. You need to practice, like, come to a hard stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy, we have both training bikes in our program, ABS and non-ABS. And like I've had students who've had accidents from over applying that front brake. And to get them to even reach up to grab that front brake is hard.
Yes.
And if I'll immediately move them to one of the bikes with the ABS system and I'll tell them, hey, you got a safety net so you can apply it as much as you feel comfortable and just ease them into that so they can get to it.
Yeah.
They get that little bit of safety so they could start using that brake again.
I have especially dirt bike riders like come in and they don't touch one brake or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you're going uphill or downhill, it's
Yeah,
kind of just yeah. But did you ride dirt a whole lot before?
I have when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that was a hard one for me because like you over apply that front brake in the gravel and
Right.
you're chewing gravel for a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
So that was a hard transition for me. It's like, trust issues, but yeah, it's good though. That's one of the things I see dirt bike guys. They get anybody have you got students come in that are really good at mountain bike or downhill mountain bikes. Those guys are fun to work with because like once you get them, just their ability to take in information is so much quicker than. Because those trails, you're coming down hard. So once they get the exchange rate or whatever you want to call it, they get really good really quick.
Yep.
It's fun.
I find that if you play a sport at all, you can transfer that to motorcycling.
Yeah, have you had students where if a student's struggling, I'll start asking about their hobbies.
Yeah.
And then and then start transitioning to get them to start thinking how it transitions to the bike. It helps a lot.
Yeah. I agree.
So with all the training stuff, what kind of motorcycles do you have out in your fleet?
I have so many.
You have so many.
I think a favorite for a lot of people are the Duke 200s.
Yep.
The braking is smooth, nice. They're just good bikes. They're built well. Like KTM is a good brand name, right? I mean,
yeah. We have some of the 200s and some of the 250s, and they're a little different, but they're both really good bikes. And I hate to say it, but they both crash really well.
Yeah.
They take a pretty good abuse.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we like them. I think I have like almost, I can't remember how many. But they're good bikes.
My favorite, my personal favorite, is the BMW 310.
Oh, you like the? We don't have any of those in training.
Well, I used to have 3, and about the one that's out there is the only one that's still here. I traded those other ones in. But I don't know if they are set up to take the abuse of training, the constant killing it, starting it. I know that the starters had a really hard time keeping up, but somehow the one that I have out there just keeps on going.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone should get a unicorn. They're kind of nice.
Yeah, that bike is so fun and it corners so nice. And it's actually lowered, and so I can flat foot. Makes me feel comfortable when I'm out there. It's nerve-wracking to do demos. I don't care how many times you practice it. When you're in front of students, I get nervous.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't, you're not doing it right.
Right. But every time I put a rider on that bike, they're like, "Do they still make these? Can I go buy one?" Heck yeah.
BMW built a beautiful bike.
Yes.
They always just smooth. That European just smooth.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like them. We don't have any of them. We just haven't transitioned to those. I think I have too many different VINs right now already, so
yeah.
we gotta cut that down. But yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about those little BMW 310s.
I don't know if I could recommend them as a training bike because yeah.
I've heard the crashability and the parts can get spendy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the hand guards on there, which save a lot.
Yeah. Yep. We're starting to transition those to a lot of our bikes. Mm-hmm. Just because, I mean, back in the day, I could get levers for like our TU 250s at $5-6 a piece.
Yeah.
But now, when I can get them, they're 11 and 12, and the size of our program, you know, 70 little TU 250s, that gets expensive fast.
Yes.
You start really watching the pennies and.
Yep.
Yeah, consumables.
I know. Yeah, those Dukes.
Yeah. One of the holes I'm seeing in the training bike area is lower bikes, like trying to get something with low seat height.
Yeah, I have some of the CF Moto Papio.
Oh, do you?
I have 4 of them.
How are they? Because we're looking at some of those.
Still 31 inches.
Yeah. Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
It's got the tiny little wheels and they still make it tall.
Yeah.
Do they offer lowering kits for those at all?
I don't even know if a lowering kit would work on those. We can check them out.
Yeah.
But, what I would like to do is have the seats shaved.
Yep.
So that makes more, because the seats are pretty flat. So I'd like more of like a saddle. Mm-hmm. And I think that would solve the problem.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know how much cushion there is in those. We have several Hunter, the Royal Enfield Hunter 350s. Great little bikes. We found lowering shocks for them, so that drops it down 2 inches, or 1.5 inches. And then we cut another inch out of the seat, but it ended up only dropping the seat down. I don't know how that'll work, but didn't drop it a full inch. But we got that down to like a 28.5 inch seat height that way. Because we're trying to find something to replace the Kawasaki Eliminators. Yeah. I love the little bike, but they're just, the carburetors on them just.
I know. I still have 2 of them in the fleet. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem we seem to be having is we're getting instructors now that have never messed with carburetors. They've only owned fuel injected bikes. So like, you tell them it's a carburetor and they're like, yeah. What's a choke? And
I had some of the old Rebels.
Oh yeah.
And every time they would get used for a class, I'd have to clean the spark plugs. Yep. Because they would just leave that choke on for so long. Yep. And they think they're warming up the bike, but they're just fouling the plug.
Yeah. Yeah, the TW200 is the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was a DE8 12. Yeah.
I guess that's a battle.
Yeah. Yeah. It's we replace those plugs every year. Every time one of those comes in and service, it just gets a new plug regardless. it may only have 500 miles on it, but it's still suited up.
Exactly.
And that is just our whole training, how we use motorcycles. I don't think manufacturers really take in consideration because it's low RPMs, high idle times, and a lot of like hard braking. It's we do a lot of fork seals also in our program.
Yeah. I know that is something that we could use, is something specifically made.
Yeah. So if any manufacturers are listening,
that's right.
Try to help us with some training bikes.
And remember, it was our idea, so we can have a cut.
Yes. Or at least use me testers. At least that'd be awesome.
At least let us have some bikes for our programs.
We'll borrow them. We'll bring them back. They'll be pretty beat up at the end of a season, but we will test them harder than anybody can for you.
It's true. They'll have some good stories behind them.
Oh, yeah. How did you even scratch it there? Yeah. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I know one of the new bikes we got is a Kawasaki W230s. They're really good bikes. I like them. They're a lot like the old TU250s, but they have ABS.
Yeah. The Papios now come with ABS. The ones I have do not have ABS.
Oh.
But I think I bought the last year they didn't have ABS.
Oh, dang it.
I know. Yeah. But when you see even the Groms, I've never seen a Papio come in here and test, but I've seen the Groms. And they're fun little bikes.
Yeah. I was teaching one of my classes at a college. We work with the power sports program. And the kid who was 6'5", he was so excited to buy a Grom. I was like, I want you need to come to the office because I want to see you on that Grom.
Yes, we need
your
video.
Knees up around your chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are fun little bikes. I rode one of the new Papios, and it's a pretty impressive little bikes, especially for the cost.
Yeah.
And CF Moto seems to really coming in the market pretty hot.
I have a couple of CF Moto NKs, which I love for training bikes.
I'll have to look at those too. It seems like in operations we're always looking for what crashes well and what we can buy for least amount of money to survive the longest.
I think those NKs are very comparable to the Dukes.
To the which ones?
To the Dukes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very similar.
Yeah.
It seems like the headlight's a little different, but the trellis frame and all that's the same.
They do. I mean, I would buy one to have personally.
Yeah.
And they have tons of aftermarket.
Yeah, there's a large aftermarket support for them.
Yeah.
I know I have my little 390 Duke's my commuter bike because keep the miles off the big bike, and it's a fun little bike to ride for just back and forth to work and like the track. Although me and it didn't get along on the track very well. I had to replace some parts after that track day. But it was a good time. Yeah.
I know. As soon as I got that Triumph, I put the engine guards. Well, my son did it. Well, I bought them. He put them on.
Oh, good kid.
Yeah. Just because I knew, I wanted to ride it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, it's when you're on a range or in training, it's good to you have that safety net so you can push it a little further, and you're gonna eventually you might lay it down, but it's in a safe spot. You got the gear and see how well you can do or how poorly you can do.
Yeah. Oh, I've dropped it in I dropped it in a parking lot once, and I went over a curb and I thought my feet would touch and they didn't, and I just went too far and dropped it, and then I jumped off it. And I picked it up real quick, and then I looked around to see who was watching me.
I did that with my 1290, and then rode it right to a shop that did suspension work and say, "Can you drop this down 2 inches so I can touch without doing the old single leg on the seat deal, the old dirt bike sit up."
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fun. I really like that. Those little bikes are being able to touch is pretty important. It's pretty nice.
It's pretty darn important. I agree.
Yeah. So Is there anything else you want to tell us about your program? Maybe we missed or anything like that?
I can't think of anything we missed. I would really enjoy doing more women's only training, advanced training. So keep an eye out for that on my website.
I think it's important. A lot of women are coming into the sport, and I really like it. It's makes us guys kind of behave ourselves a little better. It's good for us.
Yeah. I enjoy women's only rides or, women's only training, whether it be beginner or advanced.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to see.
Yes.
People coming in like actively looking for training.
Yeah.
It's
women empowering women.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yes. I'll hook you up with the Moto Mavens in Boise.
Yeah.
There are a couple good ladies doing the same thing.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's good. I know with my director being a female, it's pretty good to see all that happening because she came into the sport and got into that role when it was just a real heavily male dominated.
Yeah.
She's pretty kick-ass, so it's fun to watch.
I've been seeing some differences even in the past few years. Mm-hmm. More women riding and more men accepting of even coaching from women.
Oh yeah. That has always been one of my fun things when I teach with Sunshine is the guys who have an ego and just watch that ego just get crushed as she just runs that GS around that range better than 99% of them.
One of my favorite things when I'm out here and there's a person who doesn't want to listen to me, I'll just say, hey, it's easy. I know you can do it. I want you to do that demo. So you watch me do this demo and then just do exactly what I did. Yeah. and it's not as easy as they think it is.
No. It's almost like you practiced it or something,
Weird.
Yeah, I've done this. I rode this course a couple times. Maybe you should listen, dummy. Yeah, it's fun. Being an instructor and you're watching just the ratio of females in our classes is growing. It's pretty good. I like it. As a girl dad, I'm pretty happy.
I know. Motorsports in general.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Dan and Patrick helped that, and it's pretty good. Uh-oh.
It might be time for me to go to work.
All right. When we'll win this, Terra.